Alright, so how's it going, everyone? My name's Jabeli from Trace Trades, and I'm going to be teaching you guys today how to take one of our signals that a staff member would post. So, recently, recently on the 15th of March, one of our admins, KM, called out a GM call. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. It's this one right here. He called out a GM call 41660. And so what you'd want to do when one of our staff members calls out something, and if it's a swing trade, what you'll want to do is pretty much what I do is bring up the daily, because that's what they usually will base their trades off of. Then you're going to mark out support and resistance, or just try what I usually would try to do, and this is how I learned how to do TA and make my own calls faster, is try and map it out first without asking the staff member why they did it, and then if you want confirmation, then you can ask them after, or you can ask them whenever. It's up to you. But I will just map it out. The reason I thought he took this trade is I thought he was doing a retest play. So pretty much because we broke out of this range, right? We were holding the 4 SMA. We broke out, and then we retested and bounced off of this 57 level. So now that I understand the trade, now the next thing I need to do is put a stop loss, right? So there's two ways you can do it. There's the market structure way, which is, well, both ways are easy, but you could do either one. So like if I were to do a market structure stop, I would just do at the bottom of this green candle right here, and then that would be my stop. I would just edit it, make it like red, I want to sell out, make it look different, and then when price crosses down below, I'll just sell, right? Or you could use, so the way that the ATR indicator works, and the reason I recommend it for beginners is because different stocks have different volatility levels. So like Tesla is going to trade different from Apple. Apple only goes like $1-2 maybe in a day, where Tesla can go $60 in a day. So your stop loss needs to be adjusted to whether you're trading a more volatile asset or a more like slow moving asset, I guess. So for this one, the ATR, and how you use it, or how I use it, is you just pretty much take this value right here. So it says 2.23. I usually just round it to a 5 or a 0. So for me, this would be 225, and then you multiply that times 2. So that would be $5. So if I got in the trade at the top of this candle right here at 59.30, my stop would be 54.30, because that's what the two ATRs away from my entry price. So then my stop would be 54.30, which is right here. So then to make it look different, I'll just do this. And then that would be my stop. And then from here on out, I would you should feel more confident in the play because you know what's going on. And then once you see another play that looks similar to this, you'll know exactly what to do. And you'll understand the concept of why the staff member took that trade. And so yeah, and then we also post daily watch lists on our server. So here, I'll pull that up real quick. They usually look like this right here. So we'll post them daily. So like today I had Tesla. So pretty much whenever we post a signal or a ticker, we'll post. Some people, like Bean, he'll sometimes post 2, but usually he posts 1. I try to post 2. I don't always do it. But if there's ever a minus sign next to the number, that means if the price crosses below this number, you're buying a put. Like that's what you should buy. And then, and whether it's, actually I'm going to combine these 2 points. So whether it's a watch list play or whether it's Pace's algo play that he makes, or that his bot makes, like Pace's algo and Cam's algo make AI like long alerts all the time, but KM's doesn't have like a stop or like a sell what's the word? Like a sell indication. So that's why I tried to teach you guys how to use the ATR, because most algos use the ATR anyway, and it's just a good tool to have. So that's what would help you with this. And then for Pace's algo, what I usually do when I follow those plays is I pretty much just, it's called trend following. So if I went down to like a 5-minute chart, right? Let it load. Pretty much the definition of an uptrend is I'm making higher highs and higher lows. Once that rule is broken, then I'm out of the day trade when it comes to the algo plays. Just because I'll secure all the profit, and that was a free signal given to me by an algo anyway. So if I make 20% and then it makes a new low, then that's still a win for me. And then if it goes down and hits the stop loss from the ATR that I set when I took the trade, then I'll be out, and I'll only be out for like a minimal loss. Or most likely Pace's bot uses the ATR, so you'll most likely get out at the same time. But for KM's bot, that's what you would use it for. Let's see, what else do I have to go over? And then, and then when it comes to setting price targets, here I'll just, because it wasn't loading. So for swing price target, and especially at like all-time highs like this, there's two things you can do. You can use fibs, which are Fibonacci retracements. You just go like, I forgot how to use these. I don't use fib retracements. I just go based off of the MAs. Once we go down, once we break the MA, I'll be out. And then you can just set like, when we're at all-time highs like this, I usually use like every dollar is a level, because whole numbers are pretty strong levels generally. And then you can just play off of these levels, or like I said, just if you use the ATR, then you can just take profits when you hit certain percentages on your contracts that will give you the signal to get out. So like I usually will, when I get into a trade, say the contract costs like sorry, that's not loading. So say the contract costs like $250, right? All you have to do for your price targets are multiply 250 times 0.25 for 25%, and then whatever number you get, you add that to the price of the contract, and that's your target. So 250 times 0.25 is 62. So 62.5 plus 250. Oops. So 250 plus 62.5. That's my first price target. It's gonna be that's what I'm gonna sell the contract for, is 312.5. So you could either wait till it gets there and then like manually sell the contract, or what I'm pretty sure most of us here do is you can just set a limit order and it will sell automatically at that price when it hits that price. And you just have to put the time enforcement as good till canceled. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be logging off the video, and then we're going to have some questions for the members here in the Discord. But if you guys want to join us, the link will be down in the description along with our social medias. And yeah,